Hello everyone and welcome inside the Ursprung Gymnasium at the Lou Higgins Center on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Matt Florjancic and Luke Schradel along for the call of Ohio Athletic Conference women's basketball action as the 14th ranked Baldwin Wallace Yellow Jackets host Heidelberg University in the second of two meetings between the teams this year. BW comes in with an 11-3 overall record. They are 8-1 in Ohio Athletic Conference play, and they are a perfect 6-0 on this court here at Ursprung Gymnasium. Heidelberg, they are 3-13 entering tonight's game. They are 2-7 in OAC play, and they are just 1-6 away from home. So record-wise, I would say that it probably favors the Yellow Jackets, but as we know, Luke, you can never take any opponent lightly in this conference because any given day, something could happen.
Yeah, we saw that with Wilmington last game out. They fought all the way through that game, and even though it was a 31-point loss, I mean, it was a sloppy performance from the Yellow Jackets offensively. They didn't even hit their average for points per game, so they're looking to get back on track with another dominant performance against a team that they dominated early in their season. All 11 of their wins have come by double-digit figures.
Yeah, BW 73-49 winners at Heidelberg on December 1st, and they're looking to complete the sweep here tonight. Taking a look at the starting lineups first for Heidelberg. Number 5, Ashley Ballard, the freshman, 5'10 freshman forward from Centerville, will be in the starting lineup. Joining her in the backcourt will be 5'8 freshman from Hagerstown, Indiana, number 14, Haley Rogers. Also in the backcourt, 5'6 freshman from New Washington, Ohio, number 15, Taylor Ratliff. On the wing, a 5'4 junior from Sylvania, number 22, Lily Sweeney. And in the post, a 5'9 junior from Shelby, Ohio, number 25, Bailey Walter. Heidelberg is coached by Rachel Ferry. She is in her second season. She is assisted by Brady Gergen and Lauren Van Hoos. BW will start with Reagan Schill, a 5'5 junior guard from Sheffield Village and Elyria Catholic High School. She'll be joined in the backcourt by 5'7 junior guard from Ann Arbor, Michigan, number 22, Izzy Andrews. On the wing, 5'10 senior guard from Upper Sandusky, number 23, Megan Hensel. Down on the low blocks, it'll be 5'10 senior forward from Dublin Kaufman High School, number 32, Lily Edwards. And in the middle, a 6'2 senior forward from Avon Lake and Elyria Catholic High School, number 35, Megan Scheibelhut. And speaking of Scheibelhut, she'll take the tip and she'll win it. Edwards will push it into the front court for Sherry Hare, who is in her 32nd year leading this program. Edwards gets into the lane. She'll kick it out to Andrews. Now over to Hensel. Hensel reverse it to Reagan Schill, left wing. Schill gets to the middle of the floor. Back to Hensel, right side. Hensel with a skip pass over to Andrews. She'll fire up a three-pointer left at front rim, but Scheibelhut is there for the offensive board. However, she had it tipped away by Heidelberg, and the Student Princes will set things up for their first possession.
A slow offensive possession to start things out. Izzy Andrews typically not who shoots it from deep on this team, 16% on the year.
Yeah, going back door is Rogers, and she gets it taken away by Scheibelhut. Agreed. Andrews doesn't get too many looks from three-point range, but when you get an open look like that, you got to take it every once in a while to keep the defense honest. Edwards handling the ball at the elbow. Onto the baseline it goes to Scheibelhut. Back out front to Schill. Schill will try the dribble drive. She goes up off glass and good with the layup. BW in front, 2-0, just over a minute gone in this game.
This BW offense usually great on offense. Second in points per game, the third best scoring offense, in the OAC with 67 points per game.
Jackets looking to turn some defense into offense, but after Megan Hensel got a steal on the defensive end, it was turned over on a pass attempt, Lily Edwards in the middle. Rogers there to take the shot for Heidelberg. It's off the mark. Edwards there for the board. Schill one-handed up to Schill. Schill over to Andrews on the left wing. Andrews will try the drive. Now kicks it out to Schill. Over to Hensel. Top of the key. Three on the way. It's good for the Yellow Jackets. 5-0 BW in front. 8:11 to go here in the first quarter.
Well, that's who you want shooting the three ball. She's third in OAC three-point percentage. Megan Hensel can shoot it from way downtown.
She absolutely can. And Rogers, however, will answer for Heidelberg as she knocks down a deep two. That's Heidelberg's first points of the game. Hensel left wing, out top to Schill. Schill to Edwards. Edwards from 18 raises up, and she knocks the shot down for the Yellow Jackets.
Not a bad contest there by Rogers. Just better offense by Edwards.
Yeah, absolutely. The defense was there. Just could not get a hand in the shooting lane fast enough. Walter working against Edwards. She'll swing it over to Rogers' left side. Rogers crosses over Schill, but gets it stolen away by Megan Hensel. That's her second steal of the game. Edwards on the right wing. She'll drive to the lane, go up off glass, too strong, gets her own rebound back, swings it left wing to Schill. Schill out front to Scheibelhut. Now to Edward. Andrews. Andrews drives the lane, kicks it to Scheibelhut, and she'll get the layup to go. A little give and go action, and that'll give the BW Yellow Jackets a 9-2 advantage. And just like that, Heidelberg will call their first time out of the game with 7:03 to go here in the first quarter.
Some good ball movement to start this one out. 2 of their 4 baskets have been assisted. And BW moving it around on offense. 4 of 6, 66% to start this thing out.
Yeah, it's a good start for the Yellow Jackets. Let's see if they can keep it up. Want to remind you that while we have this opportunity, tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company, as well as the Oswald Company for all of your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Ratliff trying to drive. It's shut off, so she'll give it to Lily Sweeney. Sweeney will pull up from 18 and left at front rim, but she will get her own rebound back as somebody forgot to box out the shooter. Sweeney tries to drive. It's batted away, and it'll be picked up by Emily Irwin, who's seeing her first action today. Kira Philpott is also into the game for her first action today, as is Sylvie Sonneman. The 2 starters remaining on the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Reagan Schill and Lily Edwards. Kira Philpott gets a pass inside from Sonneman, and she gets the shot to go. Yellow Jackets in front, 11-2.
Philpott playing great basketball as of late. Second on the team in blocks and leads the team in field goal percentage.
She brings a lot of energy on both sides of the floor. She's not afraid to mix it up for defensive rebounds, and she also does a good job on the offensive glass as well to help extend possessions. The Yellow Jackets got a steal as Sonneman took it away from one of Heidelberg's guards, but Emily Irwin had the feet go out from underneath her as she was trying to get up the floor, and the ball went one way out of bounds, and poor Emily Irwin, she went the other. Alicia Carter checks in for Heidelberg, as does Marissa Thomas. Thomas with the ball out top, swings it into the post. Morgan Altenberger, who is into the game for the first time tonight, she passes back out to Marissa Thomas. Thomas dribbles into the left corner. She's trying to drive baseline. Goes up off glass. No good. Rebound, Emily Irwin. She's going to push. The Yellow Jackets have a 3-on-2. Schill on the left wing. Over to Sonneman in the left corner, and she stepped on the sideline. That's a turnover for the Yellow Jackets. Kaylee Ressler checks into the game for the Yellow Jackets, as does Emily Lyon. Reagan Schill and Lily Edwards will take a seat on the bench. Carter will swing it over to Altenberger, who will try the dribble drive. She left a shot well short as it hit the bottom of the backboard, and the rebound goes to Sonneman. Ressler over to Irwin on the left wing. She crosses up a defender, gets to the lane. Now the ball gets into the corner to Lyon. Back to Irwin at the top. Over to Ressler, left side, into the corner to Sonneman. She gets a screen from Philpott, gets to the lane, hands a pass into the corner to Lyon, tries the dribble drive, holds possession, finds Philpott underneath the hoop for the layup. BW doing a good job to distribute the basketball here in the early going.
Impeccable ball movement on that possession there. Everybody got a touch. Nearly everybody got a chance to put it on the floor and dribble drive.
Walter catches the lob pass and throws up a shot over Philpott, but it's off the mark. Rebound to Ressler. Wrestler dribbles it into the front court, over to Sonneman. She fires up a three, in and out, no good. Rebound, however, is pulled down by Kira Philpott.
Great hustle on that offensive board.
Wrestler tries to drive it, shut off, so she'll give it back to Sonneman out top. Back to Wrestler in the corner. Sonneman will give her a screen. Now she'll try to roll to the basket. Puts it on the deck once and loses a handle on it out of bounds. Going back to your comment, though, Luke, Philpott's effort is outstanding on both sides of the floor when it comes to rebounding. She just has a nose for the basketball and puts herself in great position.
Yeah, no doubt. Those are two big-time effort stats, and she shows it on both sides of the floor.
Alyssa Martin with the basketball after checking in the brief stoppage in play. She'll pass to Thomas. Thomas throws up a one-handed runner. It's no good. Rebound put up by Martin, and she'll draw the foul against one of the Yellow Jackets. That is a mismatch for just about everybody in the Yellow Jacket roster, height-wise. Martin is a 6'3" junior from Akron, Ohio. BW, the only one that can match is Megan Scheibelhut, and she's 6'2".
Yeah, and the reason she gets subbed in here is because they're having a tough time at the rim. They're 1 for 8 to start things out. The defense inside by Philpott and Wrestler for those couple of minutes, very strong, and Edwards and Scheibelhut are always great down there defensively. This team has played really good defensively all year. They are the second best team in opponents' points per game in the OAC, so second overall defensive team.
Ooh. Going back the other way after Martin makes both free throws, there's a hearty collision over there on the sideline as Emily Lyon and drew the foul against one of Heidelberg's guards. And Lyon, the last couple times we've seen her, she's absorbed a little bit of contact, and she's a tough young lady to be playing through that kind of contact. Scheibelhut, right wing. She'll swing it to Carolyn Wolkely, who checks into the game. Now back to Lyon. Sorry, Luke, go ahead.
Wolkely's tied for the assist lead on this team, along with Andrews, the secondary ball handler for the Jackets.
And she will draw a foul. And it'll be against Marissa Thomas. That's her first. That's the second on Heidelberg. Wolkely will trigger the inbound to Megan Scheibelhut. Now over to Emily Lyon, left wing. Out top to Hensel. She'll reverse it right side to Edwards. Looking backdoor for Emily Lyon. She lost a handle on it but maintained possession. Ball gets reversed to Megan Hensel. Her three-pointer is no good. Rebound battled for, and it is going to be Heidelberg basketball as Lily Edwards picks up a push in the back foul.
You can really see how powerful Edwards was from that foul. She totally knocked over Altenberger, and it was just a slight push.
Yeah. That was impressive. Unfortunately, the officials had to call the foul. Going back the other way, Altenberger trying to drive against Edwards. She threw a pass out of bounds, but it was tipped away from by one of the Yellow Jackets. Lily Sweeney back into the ball game for Heidelberg. And she will do the honors on the inbound pass. She lobs it to Martin out top. Now over to Thomas. Thomas will dribble off right wing, pull up for a three-pointer, and it's off back iron. Rebound, Megan Scheibelhut.
Well, you're happy that the shot doesn't go in when you fall down like that.
Yeah, absolutely. Going back the other way, the Yellow Jackets can't get a shot lifted as Heidelberg steals the ball away. Now Sweeney will reset after dribbling into the front court. She'll pass it right wing to Thomas. Thomas fakes a screen from Martin, now kicks it into the corner. Three-pointer on the way, and it's no good. Wouldn't have mattered anyway as Alicia Carter had a foot on the sideline. That's a turnover for Heidelberg.
That's a shame. It was a great move and a great find in that far corner. Just can't knock it down. That's been the story so far for the Student Princes.
Yeah, the guards are doing a great job to set up their teammates, but the shots just are not falling right now for Heidelberg. Lyon gets to the lane for the Yellow Jackets. Ball gets reversed to Wolkely. She fires up a three off the side of the rim. Rebound to Martin. Martin outlets it to Thomas. Thomas across the timeline, left side, looking to get to the middle. Goes up off glass and too strong. Martin there for the putback attempt, and it's blocked by Emily Lyon. Out of bounds off of Heidelberg. BW gets possession. Reagan Schill will check back into the game. Emily Lyon will take a seat. Heidelberg employing a little bit of a press, not much of a trap, but just making the Yellow Jackets have to earn it, moving the ball up the floor. Hensel into the front court, left wing to Edwards. She swings it right corner to Schill. Three-pointer on the way, off the mark. Thomas there for the board.
Another beautiful looking pass.
Thomas over to Rogers. Her three-pointer is off back iron. Rebound pulled in by Reagan Schill. Wolkley now with the basketball into the front court. Right side pass goes to Edwards. Edwards skips it to Wolkley, left side. Lob pass inside to Scheibelhut, and it is batted out of bounds by Alyssa Martin. So BW will retain possession. Wrestler back into the game for the Yellow Jackets. And Bailey Walter back into the game for Heidelberg.
High IQ play by Scheibelhut on the sideline to box out Martin. Saves the possession.
Scheibelhut will raise up from three-point range, and she knocks it down. BW now in front 16-4, 1:11 to go here in the first quarter. A little bit of a reward there for her smart play just a few seconds earlier. Altenberger with the drive. She's off the mark. Rebound, Megan Hensel. She'll dribble out of trouble and outlet it to Scheibelhut. Scheibelhut has it batted away into the arms of Marissa Thomas for Heidelberg, and now Sweeney will fire up a three, and she'll knock it down for Heidelberg. That's their first three-pointer of the game.
It's a little spark that needs to light a fire for this team if they want to get back in this one.
Absolutely. Just takes one shot to go in for that confidence to start the build. Scheibelhut, left side, skips it into the corner to Wrestler. She's going to drive baseline. Tries to get it to Schill in the corner. It's batted away again by Heidelberg. They are doing a really good job to get hands in the passing lanes right now.
And BW turning it over a bunch. 6 turnovers now. Both teams at 6 turnovers at the moment.
Very uncharacteristic for the Yellow Jackets to have that many so early in a game. Thomas looking to drive. Scheibelhut checks her, and BW will get the steal as Schill will pull it in and dribble out the clock. BW will take a 16-7 lead into the first quarter break here from Ursprung Gymnasium. Not a bad first quarter for the Yellow Jackets. Got a little bit sloppy, though, and Heidelberg threw a press at them.
Yeah, you got an expected lead here for this team. They're expected to dominate, especially here at home against a team of that talent level. But they really are turning over the ball too much right now. 7 turnovers. At least they have 5 assists to show for it, though. They've been moving the basketball pretty well, have found some open shooters, and made 2 threes.
They have done a really good job to get their teammates open looks. The problem is the open looks haven't really fallen down with much consistency. If BW can clean that up, this lead could and, in fact, probably will balloon. But first and foremost, you actually have to possess the basketball in the front court. And on the last couple of possessions, BW really struggled with that. So that's probably going to be a major point of emphasis in this huddle with Coach Hare.
I think you're almost happy on the Heidelberg sideline for this game to be an 11-point deficit right now because you've only made 2 shots in this game.
Yeah, you have 2 free throws. You have 1 made 2-pointer and a made 3-pointer. Not a whole lot of offense, but still 9-point game. 16-7 BW lead starting the second quarter. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets, Wrestler, Sonneman, Schill, Andrews, and number 12, Bella Valiant. On the floor for Heidelberg, Rogers, Sweeney, Walter, Thomas, and Ballard.
They played quite a bit in the last game, knocked down a couple of threes here at home in the last contest.
First possession of the second quarter, not a good result for Heidelberg as they are whistled for an offensive foul.
Yeah, just an illegal screen there. Thomas frustrated with the call. I thought it was the right one. Also was frustrated with the call at the end of that first quarter. But she'll head to the bench.
Ratliff will check into the game. Thomas will check out. Andrews working the ball up the floor, over to Wrestler, back to Andrews, back to Wrestler across the timeline. Wrestler dribbles to the free throw line, kicks it to Sonneman, and on a crossover attempt, Sonneman is fouled. Rogers charged with the foul. That's her first. That's the second on Heidelberg in 26 seconds. Not a good start foul-wise to the second quarter for Heidelberg. Schill catches the inbound, gives it right back to Andrews. She tried driving baseline, that was shut off. She'll give it to Wrestler. Wrestler in the lane, kicks it to Sonneman. Skips it out front to Schill. Schill drives into the corner to Wrestler. 8 on the shot clock. Sonneman in the Valiant, and she will find Schill over to Wrestler for the three-point attempt. Off back iron, rebound to Ballard. Ballard
defense from Heidelberg.
Ballard dribbles into the front court, pulls up for the three. It's off the mark. Wrestler there for the board. Andrews to push. She finds Valiant going to the hoop, and no foul called. That was a clean block, says the official on the baseline. Ballard got a hand on the basketball and knocked it out of bounds. Andrews to inbound. Finds Sonneman in the corner, open for three. Left it too long. Valiant pulls down the board and outlets to Schill between the circles. Schill, left wing to Andrews. She'll get a screen from Sonneman, trying to get to the right side. Back to Sonneman. Sylvie on the drive. Into the corner to Wrestler, over to Schill, right wing three-pointer, off the mark, rebound pulled down by Walter.
A couple of wide open threes that just don't go your way on that one. Great work with the ball movement, finding open shooters.
Yeah, the ball movement continues to be one of the strengths of the Yellow Jackets tonight, and you have to believe that at some point these shots are going to start falling. Sonneman with a block and a rebound, and then draws a foul against one of Heidelberg. It's actually going to be charged to Bailey Walter. That's her first. That's a third on Heidelberg this quarter. Scheibelhut checks into the game, as does Emily Lyon.
Sonneman on that last play did a really great job of not fouling, keeping those hands straight up in the air, and grabs a block.
You need plays like those. When the offense isn't going in the right direction, you need good defense, and Sonneman delivered. Unfortunately, the Yellow Jackets give it right back as they are hit with a 10-second backcourt violation.
No scoring in the second quarter quite yet.
Just about 2 minutes into the second quarter. It's 16-7, BW in front. Sweeney will pull up for a three. It's blocked by Megan Scheibelhut. Sweeney got it back, sent it to Ballard. Her three-pointer's off the mark. Wrestler there for the rebound. Wrestler over to Andrews, right side. Over to Lyon in the corner. Now out the Wrestler. Swings it left wing to Sonneman. Sonneman skips it over to Lyon. Lyon will try to drive baseline, go up in traffic, left it short. Scheibelhut bats the rebound away, but it's controlled by Walter. Ratliff now with the ball. She'll swing it left side to Ballard. Ballard to back it out and hand it right back to Ratliff. Ratliff back to Ballard, left side. Tries to lob it inside, and Megan Scheibelhut is there to knock it away, but she was the last one to touch it before it went out of bounds. Heidelberg will retain possession with 9 on the shot clock. Wrestler heads to the bench. Lily Edwards back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets.
As Wrestler checks out for Edwards, I want to just hit on how they play such similar games and how Wrestler is giving the ability for Edwards to maybe take some time off and give her a breather or two on the possessions she needs a couple of breaks on, and you could be pretty confident in what you get with Kaylee Wrestler.
Sonneman checks out after 2 outstanding defensive possessions. After getting a block, she helps hedge on a screen and forces a shot clock violation. Andrews across the timeline over to Hensel, right wing. Hensel out front to Scheibelhut, three-pointer on the way. It's good for the Yellow Jackets, 19-7. BW in front, 6:40 to go here in the first half.
Scheibelhut 2 of 2 from downtown to start this one out.
And she comes up with a block on the other end as well. There's a foul called. However, it's going to be against Walter. That's her second. Scheibelhut's really giving the Yellow Jackets some quality minutes on both sides of the floor. As you said, 2 for 2 from long range. Not necessarily known for her three-point shooting. Just 4 of 24 coming into the game, but she's off to a great start from distance, and she's been one of the bright spots for the Yellow Jackets. Hensel skips it out front to Irwin. Irwin reverses it to Lyon. Wide open three-pointer is long. Scheibelhut there for the board. Out front to Irwin. Three-pointer up, and it rims out. Rebound out of bounds off of the Yellow Jackets. Sarah Schutz checks into the game for Heidelberg. It's her first action of the game.
These are really important bench minutes. This is where your bench can start to uplift the starters.
Altenberger faked the three-pointer, now pulls up off the dribble drive. It's no good. Hensel there for the board. She'll take one dribble and try to outlet it, but it's stolen back by Heidelberg. Carter with the basketball. She tried to give it to Altenberger, but sent it out of bounds. BW will get possession. Megan Scheibelhut will inbound the ball along the sideline to Emily Irwin. Irwin over to Scheibelhut, left side. Puts it on the deck one time, gives it to Hensel now between the circles. Hensel trapped on the left wing. Over to Irwin on the right side and to Edwards on the baseline. Edwards trying to drive, it's shut off, so she'll send it to Lyon left side. Lyon goes up in traffic, no good, but Scheibelhut is there for the putback layup. 21-7, BW in front, 5:15 to go here in the second quarter.
Thought they were going to call a foul on the way up.
A lot of contact, but no call.
Big time contact on Lyon there.
Going back the other way, Scheibelhut gets a steal. She outlets the ball to Edwards. Left-handed layup is up, and it's good. 23-7. BW pushes the lead out to 16 with 4:59 to go here in the second quarter, and Heidelberg will burn a 30-second timeout.
I think Megan Scheibelhut almost got in every single statistical category in the past 2 minutes. Had a couple of blocks, made that last layup, had an assist over here, and it's just a totally active performance from her today.
She is having a heck of a basketball game so far, and no doubt about it, she's a big reason why the Yellow Jackets have a 16-point lead. I want to remind you that tonight's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics, as well as Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Tonight's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company for all of your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics. Heidelberg with the basketball. Thomas back into the game. She'll take it right wing. Looking for somebody to outlet it to. Somebody's going to have to make a decision because she's about to get hit with a 5-second call, and she does. Emily Lyon steps up with a great defensive possession.
Suffocating defense from the Yellow Jackets there. Now to 12 turnovers for Heidelberg. They're 2 of 19 from the field.
Irwin will dribble the ball over into the front court. Pass to Philpott and get it right back. She'll swing it to Wokley, right wing. Wokley gets a screen from Philpott. Tries to give and go, and Philpott will track it down, but she slid out of bounds. Again, credit the hustle for the young lady, but on that one, the hustle kind of worked against her. Sweeney will dribble into the front court for Heidelberg. She'll pass off left side to Carter. Carter working against Irwin, cannot find a driving lane, so she'll try to pass it inside to Altenberger, but Altenberger draws the foul on Lily Edwards. I believe that's Lily's second. And with that, she will take a seat. And Kaylee Ressler will check back into the game. Thomas between the circles, trying to drive against Wokley. She gets the layup to go. 23-9, Heidelberg cuts into the deficit. Wokley left wing, skips it over to Irwin, now into the corner to Hensel. Hensel back to Wokley, left side to Ressler. Ressler will dribble it one time and swing it over right wing to Wokley. Wokley skips it over to Hensel. Three-pointer on the way, and it rims out. But Kira Philpott is there to battle for the board. Ressler with the 15-footer. She gets it to go. 25-19, BW in front. 3:26 to go here in the second quarter. And that basket was set up by Kira Philpott's hustle on the offensive glass.
That great hustle, like you said, and keeps her eyes up to find the open shooter.
Some nifty ball handling inside by Carter. Gets her a shot attempt, a clean look, but she's unable to get it to go. Sylvie Sonneman will be the Yellow Jackets' lone substitution. Annika Sweeney checks into the game for the first time today. She joins Thomas, Carter, Walter, and Altenberger on the floor. Backdoor pass to Philpott, too strong on the layup attempt. And she picks up a foul, trying to track down the rebound. Altenberger doing a good job in the last couple of minutes here to draw some fouls against the Yellow Jackets.
It's a nice pass to the inside from Ressler.
The passing is outstanding and just one of those rough shooting nights for the Yellow Jackets so far.
7 of the 11 Jacket buckets have been assisted.
Thomas over to Altenberger, left side. Altenberger tries a wraparound layup. It hits the bottom of the backboard. Ressler will get the rebound, looking for Philpott, but it was kicked. The BW will have to inbound the ball. Izzy Andrews checks into the game. Ashley Ballard back for Heidelberg. On the floor for the Yellow Jackets is Andrews, Philpott, Sonneman, Wokley, and Ressler. Andrews to inbound. She does so to Sonneman underneath the hoop. Her shot attempt is up and it's no good. Rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by the Yellow Jackets, so Heidelberg will get possession. Thomas, Carter, Ballard, Sweeney, and Walter on the floor for Heidelberg. Thomas right side, tries a lob inside to Walter. Philpott doing a good job to body her up and force the miss as Walter is well off the mark. Sonneman there for the board. Sonneman swings it right side to Wokley. Into the corner it goes to Ressler. Back to Wokley. Into the high post it goes to Andrews. She'll back it out and swing it over to Wokley. Wokley back to Andrews, right wing. Andrews going to try the dribble drive. Kicks it out to Sonneman. Sonneman drives baseline, finds Philpott. Dashing to the hoop. No good. Philpott there for the board, and the putback goes for Kira Philpott. 27-19. BW in front, 1:51 to go here in the first half.
It's 3 offensive rebounds now for Kira Philpott.
She's just getting started, I have a feeling. Going the other way on the drive, it was Alicia Carter, and she draws the foul against Kira Philpott. It's a blocking foul. And we have a ball that is rolling onto the court. It looks like a tennis ball. So the officials will, thanks for the assist from Izzy Andrews, the officials will get the floor ready for play. Hensel and Scheibelhut check back into the ball game for the Yellow Jackets, as does Reagan Schill. Schill will check Annika Sweeney, and she'll knock it away. Schill takes a handoff from Andrews, gives it right back to her. Andrews trying to dribble drive, and she is going to the line for BW's first free throw attempts of the game.
Jackets have been pretty good in transition. 11 points off turnovers. 13 Heidelberg turnovers, that is, and done a nice job pushing it to the basket and finding open cutting lanes. They get to the free throw line this time.
Andrews off the mark with her first attempt. 50% shooter from the free throw line coming into the game, 6 of 12. Raises up for the second. She splits the pair. 28-9, BW in front. 1:22 to go here in the second quarter. Carter with the dribble drive. She goes up off glass. It's no good. Rebound battled for and controlled by Walter. And it's going to stay with Heidelberg, as I believe Megan Hensel is going to get called for the reach-in foul. It is Hensel with the foul. Heidelberg with 20 on the shot clock. And the inbounds pass is taken by Ballard. She's working against Hensel. Quickly hands off to Carter. Carter will back it out. 12 on the shot clock. Calling for a screen. Now she'll hand off to Thomas. Thomas over to Ballard, left side. Ballard looking for the drive. Tries to spin, goes up, and gets the runner to fall. Andrews over to Scheibelhut. Now into the front court it goes to Reagan Schill. She takes a shot right across the bridge of the nose, right in front of the official, and a no call at all. Now it looks like they will make a call. Very delayed.
Yeah, you're right, partner. She got an uppercut to the chin, and it rolled into her nose and kind of grabbed her face after that interaction.
Yeah, and when you get hit in the nose, everything on the face just feels a little different. You got some tears in your eyes, and just nothing feels good. It's harder to breathe. It's harder to get up and down the floor. Hopefully Reagan's able to shake it off here as we go along in this game. She fires up the first free throw attempt, and she knocks it down. She remains perfect on the year, 7 of 7. Second attempt on the way. It's good as well. BW in front of Heidelberg, 30-11. 36 seconds to go here in the second quarter. Thomas with the basketball over to Ballard, left side. Ballard tries the crossover, lost a handle on it. Tries to throw it to Sweeney. It's stolen away by Reagan Schill. Schill over to Scheibelhut. 18 seconds left in the half. The shot clock is off. The Yellow Jackets intend to use it all. Scheibelhut will back it up near the timeline. 7 on the shot clock, or 7 on the game clock, rather. She kicks it into the corner to Line on the drive, goes up, gets the layup to go. She'll get one more coming from the line as she was fouled in the act of shooting. With less than a second left, BW has a chance at a three-point play.
Strong, aggressive drive to the basket with intent there. Great finish for the senior.
Lyon eyes the rim and gets the shot to fall, completing the three-point play. 33-11, BW will take the lead in the halftime, a 22-point advantage. With that, we're going to step aside for a few minutes. When we come back, we'll take a look at some first-half statistics and then bring you second-half action here from Ursprung Gymnasium as BW, again, with a 33-11 halftime lead over Heidelberg here in Berea.
Welcome back inside the Ursprung Gymnasium on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Luke Schradel alongside Matt Florjancic. OAC women's basketball second half coming your way. BW leads at 33-11. A dominating performance in the first half defensively. Your thoughts on it, Matt?
The defensive play was really energized by the bench, specifically Sylvie Sonneman and Kira Philpott. They both stepped up. They were active in the passing lanes. They were chasing after loose boards. And when you look at the statistics, Sonneman is credited with a steal and a block shot, and Kira Philpott has an assist and 3 rebounds. And she's been really active on both sides of the glass, and that energy really helped lift the Yellow Jackets in that first half at a time where there was a pretty long scoring lull for both teams. It was Philpott who helped pick the Yellow Jackets up and get things rolling again offensively, so for them to close out the half and build a 22-point lead. So I look to those two to help continue to spark this team, but I also look for better defensive play out of the first 5. Not that they were bad by any stretch, because when you look at what Megan Scheibelhut was able to do, she blocked 2 shots, had a steal, had 2 defensive rebounds. She was really also one of the catalysts that helped the Yellow Jackets get going.
Talk about the advantage on the glass. BW with a total rebounds advantage, 23-14 total rebounds. And if you take a look at the way that this defense suffocated Heidelberg in that first half, Heidelberg was 4 of 25 from the field. That is a straight 16% shooting percentage for the team. And just been turning it over too much. 14 turnovers. How can they come together offensively in this half?
They need to do a better job of distributing the basketball. While BW has set up their teammates for open looks or better looks, you know, that evident by the fact that they have 8 assists on 13 made baskets. Heidelberg has played a lot of isolation basketball, and they're looking to take it to the hoop off the dribble drive. They need to do a better job of kicking it to their teammates. They did a fine job in that first quarter, early in that first quarter, really get things going, moving the basketball. They need to get back to that. And then they need to start knocking down some shots, that being the obvious thing. But I think getting back to good ball distribution is going to be a key for Heidelberg to try and chip away at this deficit.
Starters come back out on the floor. That's Scheibelhut, Schill, Hensel, Edwards, and Andrews.
Yep. And BW will get the basketball to start this second half.
For Heidelberg, they start out with Taylor Ratliff in there with Sweeney, Rogers, Walter, and Rogers. Here's Schill inside of the paint, puts it up, and Lily Edwards is fouled. She'll get 2 shots at the line.
Yeah, she did a good job to body up against Ashley Ballard and draw the foul.
Edwards leads the OAC in points per game with 16.3.
She's had her struggles in recent weeks, though, at the free throw line. Very uncharacteristic of somebody that shoots 75% from the free throw stripe.
Off the front rim, misses the first and connects on the second. Ratliff will bring it up for Heidelberg, working on Izzy Andrews. Handoff to Rogers. Spins inside. Little floater with the right hand is good, and that starts out the offense for Heidelberg.
Yeah, nice soft touch there for the hoop by Rogers.
The press is on. Here's Edwards. She breaks the press. Now to Hensel in the near corner, and she loses it out of bounds right off the fingertips.
Yeah, maybe just a little bit too long on the lead pass there. Andrews checks out. Emily Irwin back into the ballgame for the Yellow Jackets.
Ratliff at the controls again. Denied a screen from Ballard. Now with Sweeney in the near corner. Working on Megan Hensel. Gets the switch on the screen, kicks it back to Ballard. Up top with Rogers. Screen from Walter. The drive, Rogers with the left hand on the floor, gets back up and puts it off the glass and in, just as the shot clock expires. What an effort.
Yeah, you have to tip your cap to the young lady on that one. She falls, maintains her dribble, gets back up, spins, and with the shot clock winding down, hits a shot. That's great, great play right there.
Edwards lobs it up to Scheibelhut. She puts it in for two. 36-15 the score. Turnover from Heidelberg. Nope, they won't turn it over. Heidelberg retains possession. It'll go off Hensel. Rogers to trigger the inbound. Ratliff runs off a couple of screens, and they find Sweeney up top. A double screen. Drives, up fake, and rebounds out there for grabs after the miss. Schill grabs it, and off to Hensel. Now here with Emily Irwin across the timeline. She'll drive into the paint and kick it over to Edwards for two. That one's good.
Nice dish right there by Emily Irwin to drive, attract the defense, and then slip a pass to Edwards going back door.
Rogers back with it, driving, puts it up, and she's fouled on the way up by Schill.
Yeah, Reagan got her money's worth on that one. She tied Rogers up pretty well and went old school and said, nah, you're not going to get that one that easy. You're going to have to earn it twice from 15 feet.
Rogers with 2 points in that first half. First one dribbles on in for Rogers. Up to 7 points in the game now. This is her first trip to the free throw line tonight. Second one is up and no good off the front rim. Rebound to Lily Edwards. They'll slow it down for a settled possession here on offense. Irwin with a screen from Scheibelhut. Kicks it back to her. Now Reagan Schill. Inside to Edwards. Edwards posted up. Back out. Scheibelhut up top. Here's Schill. Inside to Edwards. Heidelberg wanted to walk.
Yeah, they had a good reason to want that. It did look like she lifted her pivot foot, but either way, they get the ball on the rebound.
No good on the shot from Edwards. Here's Sweeney with it, working on Schill. Hand off Carter. Carter drives the basket. Looking for a pass and finds one. Sweeney up top, working on Reagan Schill. Pulls a long two, and it's good. Lily Sweeney for two. 38-18 is the score. 6:57 remaining in this third quarter. Hensel on the drive. Edwards with a pass from Scheibelhut on the inside and takes a lot of contact. Ball on the ground, recovered by Heidelberg, and here they come the other way.
And Lily took about 3 or 4 different shots there, and that's what it took to get the ball away from her.
And one from Haley Rogers. Hallie Rogers. One of 2 at the line today. Timeout goes to BW. We'll get you the subs when we got them.
Near wholesale substitutions, my friend. We've got 7 of them. 4 Yellow Jackets and 3 Heidelberg players checked into the game as BW called a timeout.
BW 15 of 33 from the field in this one. It's a 45% clip. They lead the game in points in the paint as well, 20-10. And the huddle is broken. Wrestler, Philpott, Andrews, Lyon, and Hensel will set the floor for BW. Heidelberg sends out Sweeney, Carter. Rogers will be at the line. Martin checks back in, and Altenberger down low. Rogers at the line shooting the N1 free throw. It's good. and one converted for Hallie Rogers. 38-21 now the score. Here's Ressler in the backcourt trying to break the press. Back to Andrews. Andrews will drive, kick it back up top, Ressler. Here's Hensel, up faking a drive, puts up the fadeaway, no good. Rebound goes to Altenberger, and they'll push the pace. Sweeney with a screen from Altenberger. Drive now with the left hand, Carter picks up the dribble, swings it back to Sweeney. Sweeney calls for a screen from Martin. She'll drive, puts up a long two, and it's blocked. Rebound goes to Hensel. Hensel slows down the break, and BW will get a settled offensive possession. Pass to Lyon on the inside, and looking for Philpott, but can't find it. Rogers picks up the steal. Here comes Carter. Carter, handoff to Sweeney. Sweeney looking around, finds the corner. Here's Altenberger, steps out of bounds on the drive. Pretty far out of bounds there.
Yeah, she had the right idea, but did not have the read the state to make it happen.
Hensel checks out. Sylvie Sonneman will check in for her. Here's Ressler. BW trying to break the press. And almost stolen away by Thomas. BW able to control for a Sonneman three. That one's good. Sylvie Sonneman from downtown. 20-point lead now for the Yellow Jackets.
It's her 9th three-pointer of the year. She has a quick release on that shot, and she was able to take advantage of the space created by Lyon.
About 5 minutes gone in this third quarter, 5 minutes to go. Here's Sweeney. Inside in the post with Martin. Martin the turnaround jumper, no good. Rebound to Philpott. No press on the miss there. Andrews hands off, Ressler for three, no good. Rebound to Philpott on the offensive glass. Kicks it back out top. Here's Sylvie Sonneman. Sonneman will hand off to Ressler. Ressler gives it right back. Sonneman finds Lyon in the corner, but it dribbles on the A of Wallace on that baseline. Heidelberg basketball now. Sweeney working the controls on offense against Sonneman. Post entry to Altenberger. Looking around, finds Sweeney for three. That one's no good. Rebound to Ressler. Fast break opportunity. Decides not to take it up. Kicks it back out with Andrews. Andrews drives in the corner with Lyon now. Here's Ressler. Screen from Philpott. And travels there. Jumped up and came down.
Yeah, just a little bit of a bunny hop there, but enough where both feet were elevated off the floor, and the official caught it.
In for Heidelberg, Taylor Ratliff checks in, along with Anika Sweeney. A drive from Thomas, back to Martin, and Martin is blocked away by Philpott. And the jump ball is going to be called, a foul is going to be called on Martin. And the offensive board is going to go to Philpott.
I did not see the contact on that. I was thinking jump ball. It was going to stay with Heidelberg. Maybe a little bit of frustration from Martin after getting the shot blocked, but still, we've seen a little bit more contact not get called on that on those kind of exchanges. So a little surprising there to see it called.
Irwin in the backcourt. Back to Lily Edwards. And a blocking foul is going to be called on Anika Sweeney.
Actually, they're going to charge Morgan Altenberger with the call. She was trying to reach in on Edwards.
Wokley will trigger the inbound. 3:38 remaining in this third quarter. A 20-point deficit for Heidelberg. Here's Emily Irwin. Over to Sonneman for three. That one's good. Sonneman rattles in a three. Her second of the day. Here's Ratliff up top. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney swings to Martin. Now to Ratliff. In the post with Altenberger. And she traveled. Turnover for Heidelberg, their 16th of the contest. Thomas will check back out of the game, and Hallie Rogers will jump right back in it. Scheibelhut to start things out on the baseline, throws it into Irwin. Scheibelhut able to get it to Edwards. A wide open Sonneman, and Edwards found her under the basket for two.
Yeah, way to thread the needle right there by Lily Edwards, and Sonneman with the great finish at the rim.
46-21 the score, 2:50 remaining in this third quarter. Here's Sweeney. Ball's tipped away out of bounds. It's off a yellow jacket. Lily Sweeney back into the game. Here's Ratliff working on Irwin up top. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rogers with the inbound with the pass into Martin, and Martin able to rattle in a two off the glass.
Yeah, nice lob pass inside to get Martin one-on-one with the yellow jacket defender.
Oakley with the drive. Back up top. Here's Scheibelhut for three. And she cans it. Megan Scheibelhut for three.
Megan Scheibelhut had 4 3-pointers coming into the game. She has 3 tonight. She's one off of matching her season total. She's having a great day from long distance, and Heidelberg, I bet their coaching staff is like, man, we did not see that on the highlight tape when we were doing our pre-scout, because this young lady is absolutely on fire tonight from long distance.
And we talked about it in the last game about how much she has developed offensively and defensively. It's really been a big part of why this Jackets team has been so dominant this year. Heidelberg still struggling offensively, 9 of 35 from the field. That's a 25% clip. But they've been fighting. They haven't really gone away. Their chins are up in this one.
Yeah, when you looked at it just a minute ago when it was 41-21, this really doesn't feel like a 20-point game, because Heidelberg has been playing right with the Yellow Jackets in this third quarter, and at that point had a 10-8 lead in third quarter points. But just in a heartbeat, the Yellow Jackets really get it cranked up offensively and expand this lead back out to 26.
Yeah, the Jackets were struggling from three to start this game out. They weather the storm here. 6 of 18 now from three. Sonneman with a couple of threes. Scheibelhut with the hat trick of them. And here's the Heidelberg offense out of the timeout. 2 minutes ago in the third quarter. A big Jacket lead. Here's Ratliff. Kicks it to Altenberger. Inside, turnover. Scheibelhut with the steal. Hands it to Irwin. Irwin on the break. Driving to the basket. Can't put the layup in, but it was a great looking drive. Here's Hallie Rogers up top. Altenberger with the right-handed drive. Throws up the layup, and it's no good. Rebound goes to Megan Scheibelhut. She'll push it ahead to Wokley. In the corner, Sonneman was calling for it. Oh, and it rolls in.
You know everything's going right for you when it can roll in, roll out, kiss off the window, and go back down.
That's the shooter's touch there. Up top with Ratliff now. Handoff goes to Rogers. Inside, Martin, and a nice pass. Gets a good look for Heidelberg.
That was a fantastic pass by Rogers. I have no idea how that got through the Yellow Jacket defense.
She's played some good basketball in the last 4 or so minutes.
Absolutely she has. She's been a reason why Heidelberg was able to try and start making a rally there.
And another easy bucket for Megan Scheibelhut. Up to 15 points now for Megan Scheibelhut. Sweeney with the basketball. Screen from Martin. Looking around. And Edwards getting aggressive. Ball's tipped into the backcourt, recovered by Ratliff. Pulls a three now. That one's good. Taylor Ratliff bangs in the second Heidelberg three of the day. Irwin able to control the inbound pass. Back to Scheibelhut. And Scheibelhut throws that one out of bounds. Three subs come in for Heidelberg. Thomas will check in alongside Ashley Ballard. And Sarah Schutz comes into the game. And that's going to do it for the third quarter here in Ursprung. The Jackets lead it 54-28. We'll be right back after a short break. Welcome back to fourth quarter OAC basketball action. The Jackets lead this thing here 54-28. It's been an impressive performance for them. Heidelberg looking to forget this one. A poor performance shooting the basketball, 28% from the field, 11 of 38. BW with a big advantage on the glass, 31-17 as we open up this fourth quarter. Here's Lily Sweeney with the basketball on offense for Heidelberg. Pass inside, almost turned over. Rogers able to grab it and pull it. No good on the mid-range jumper. Here's Ressler, gets it over to Schill. Now Andrews inside, nice pass to Philpott. Can't finish it, gets her own rebound. Philpott, another rebound. And she's fouled. They say jump ball. Possession arrow is with the Jackets. They'll keep it. I didn't think we had a jump ball all game, and this is what I think they're talking about. I thought that possession arrow was with Heidelberg, but
well, Heidelberg inbounded to start the fourth quarter, so that meant the arrow would have switched over to the Jackets, so I think they got it right.
And we're locked into an offensive possession here for BW. Schill goes up with it, and it's blocked away by Ashley Ballard. Here's Thomas. Puts it on the ground and drives. A couple of moves and hands it off to Sweeney. Sweeney working on Schill. And Sweeney puts up a runner, no good. Off the rim and down to Schill for the rebound. Here's Andrews. Screen from Philpott. Back out to Hensel. Here's Schill in the corner now. Ressler. Philpott for three. No good. Rebound over to Ballard. Shots up from Sweeney. That one's no good. Rebounded by Ressler inside. Jackets possession now. Here's Hensel. Screen from Ressler. Hensel picks up the dribble and passes it over to Andrews. Hand off to Schill. 12 on the shot clock. Andrews with the drive, with the left hand. Has it almost poked away, but gets it off to Ressler. Wrestler's three won't go. Philpott with another offensive board. Hensel with the up fake in the drive, looking around, finds Andrews. Andrews takes a little bit of contact, goes up with the right hand. That one's no good. Rebound to Thomas now. Thomas on the drive, kicks it back out. Here's Rogers for three. No good. Rebounded in the far corner by Andrews. She'll take it across the timeline. Inside, finds Philpott. She puts it in for two. And a timeout from Heidelberg. It's going to be a 30-second timeout. 56-28 to score. We'll be right back after the timeout. Seven minutes, 34 seconds to play in this one. It's a big time Jacket lead. 56-28 is the score.
Yeah, BW is doing a good job of moving the ball and creating second chance opportunities for themselves with hustle rebounds on the offensive end.
17 of the 22 Yellow Jacket buckets have been assisted. And here's the Heidelberg offense again. Ratliff. Now to Thomas. Poked away inside. Martin able to corral it. Back out with Ratliff for three. That one rattles in. Heidelberg offense finding a little bit of rhythm. Here's Valent inside. And that one goes off the bottom of the basket. Here's Thomas. Back over to Ratliff. Finds Thomas on the wing. Up top with Walter. Right-handed drive. No good on the first layup. Gets her own rebound and is fouled on the way back up to the line for two shots.
Fouls on number 12, Baldwin. Her first, team first. Bailey Walter at the line, shooting two.
No good on the first one for Walter. Walter second on this Heidelberg team in points per game, also the leader in rebounds with about 7 per game. Able to send that one home. 1 of 2 at that trip. Here comes the Jacket offense. Back up top with Irwin. Wokley in the corner. The drive and sends it over to Kayla Paul, who couldn't corral that one. Out of bounds, Heidelberg basketball the other way.
Yeah, BW not in very good sync right now. It's been a while since they got a shot attempt lifted. They've had a couple of hard looks at the basket and just passes that are just out of reach.
The drive and a foul is called on the way up. Walter to the free throw line for 2 shots again.
Fouls on number 14, Kenneth Hall. Her first, team second. Bailey Walter at the line, shooting
Foul's going to go on Kayla Paul, her first. First one is up, and it is good for Walter.
And she's the leading free throw attempter on the season for Heidelberg. She came into the game 47-70 from the free throw line.
Cans the second free throw shot, and the score is now 56-34. Jacket possession. Wrestler. Now Wokley. Back to Irwin. Irwin looking for a pass. Finds one in Wokley for 3. No good. And Wokley able to get the rebound after a Wrestler tip into Valent. Back out Irwin. Puts it on the floor and drives into the paint. Back out with Wokley. Valent for 3. Made a couple in the last game. Can't can that one. Ratliff will push it up to Thomas. Thomas drives with the right hand. Now to Nika Sweeney in this corner. Stepped on the out-of-bounds line. Turnover.
She didn't hit the line by much, but just enough of the heel touched it where the official made the call. Another turnover for Heidelberg. That one an unforced error too.
18 in the game for Heidelberg. Here's Irwin. Back to Wokley. Inside with Wrestler. Some nice ball movement from the Yellow Jackets. Here's Wokley. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Whalen throws up a mid-range jumper and a fight for the rebound. Walter comes away with it. Now Thomas in control of the Heidelberg offense. Wants an isolation. Instead, hands off to Ratliff, and that one's sent away. Irwin on the floor for it, and able to gain possession for the Yellow Jackets.
And she drew a foul too. Altenberger got whistled for the foul.
Just under 5 minutes to play here on the campus of Baldwin Wallace University. Sonneman with it, inbound to Irwin. Irwin over to Sonneman, and they get it across the timeline. Oakley back up top with Irwin. Sonneman made a couple threes in this one. Here's Wokley. Valen. Back to Wokley, back inside to Valen, and she's fouled. Had some pretty productive minutes against Wilmington. Sees some earlier time today.
Yeah, with the lead stretched out, the Yellow Jackets able to go a little bit deeper in the bench early in the fourth quarter. Really for the whole fourth quarter.
4-3, and that one bounces all over the rim, but does not go down. Rebound to Rogers. Inside, and Altenberger gets the two to go off the glass. Sonneman almost turned it over. Altenberger with the quick hands. Stepped out of bounds though. Wokley will inbound. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Here's Irwin. Far wing with Wokley. Here's Paul, the swing to Irwin. Thought about the three. 10 seconds on the shot clock now. You can hear the BW sideline counting it down. Here's Sonneman for three. No good. Valen tipping it around for the rebound, and they're going to say over the back on Valen. And Heidelberg will get possession of the basketball.
And Coach Hare is not happy with that call. She is really she's giving it to the official right now. She just feels like a lot of these calls are going one way and not coming back the other.
56-36 the score. Entry pass to the post. Back out with Rogers. Left-handed drive. Sonneman sends it away. Here come the Jackets on the other end. Paul, Valen, inside. Right-handed layup is good off the glass.
Good ball distribution again. 3 Yellow Jackets touched it after it crossed half court.
Carter with control of the basketball. Working on Emily Irwin up top. Over to Sweeney. Sweeney watched by Wokley. Hand off to Rogers in the switch on defense. Irwin marks Carter. Carter with an up fake and gets the post move to go. 2 points for Heidelberg on that trick. Here's Sonneman. Still a press on, and it forces a turnover. In the hands of Altenberger. Now Rogers with it. Back to Altenberger. Left-handed drive. Kicks it to Schutz, and Schutz is no good. Too strong off the backboard. Ball is caught inside and finds her way out of the triple team. Wokley inside, Valen looking to go up and does so. Good for two off the glass. Score is now 60-38. 2 minutes to go in the game. Here's Altenberger. Stolen away by Valen inside. She'll drive. Paul with her. Sends it to Paul. Paul off the glass, and it's good for two. Jackets bench putting in some work here.
Yeah, the fourth quarter has been all about them, and they've done a good job to expand this lead. BW now up by 24 points with 1 minute and 50 seconds left. While we have this opportunity, I want to remind everybody that today's Yellow Jacket women's basketball game is being brought to you by BSN Sports and Nike, the official apparel and uniform provider for Yellow Jacket Athletics. Cleveland Clinic Sports Medicine, proud medical provider for BW Athletics and its student athletes. Dan Andrews and Olympic Forest Products, a global recycling company. Today's game is also being brought to you by the Oswald Company for all of your insurance and risk management needs. Chuck Ratuno and OE Connection LLC, your global automotive technology provider. Medical Mutual of Ohio, the official healthcare provider of Baldwin Wallace University. And Barron's Bus Lines, the official charter bus company of Yellow Jacket Athletics.
Horn sounds, time to come out of the timeout for the two teams. On the floor for BW, Emily Irwin, Carolyn Wokley, Sylvie Sonneman, Kayla Paul, and Bella Valen. Into the game is Copley. She has it, tries to get it to Thomas, sent out of bounds by Sonneman. Excuse me, it's Kalopia. And the Jackets with a platoon swap. Nope, forecheck in, except for Paul, who stays on the floor. Into the game for BW, Sadie Arndt. Also Megan Jurosic in there. Emma Nick. Alec Johnson. And Kayla Paul stays in there. Elise Sweeney to the line for two shots. First one is up and good.
She's an 81% free throw shooter this season. She's having a good year from the line.
Team's leader in points. Makes a 2 of 2 trip at the line. Into Johnson. Back to Paul. Here's Nick. Pass forward. Nice passing on the break by the Jackets. And they get Sadie Arndt a 2-point bucket. 24 points is the lead. The same exact lead that the Jackets had in their last contest against Heidelberg. Here's Sweeney with it, working on Johnson. Back to Thomas. Thomas on the drive. Gets it off, and Nick steals it away. Nick jumps after that one. Great effort from the freshman out of Avon Lake.
Yeah, good hustle right there to get the steal. Unfortunately, she got tied up for the jump ball, and possession favors Heidelberg, but still good defensive effort. And that's really what you like seeing. The Yellow Jackets still playing this one out to the end, even though they have a big lead. Coach Hare wouldn't have it any other way.
A 3 from Sweeney. No good. Rebound by Arndt. Over to Johnson. Puts it on the floor. Back to Nick. Over to Arndt again. Paul with it. Back to Johnson for 3. No good. A rebound to Paul. Nick with the basketball. Into Jurosic. Jurosic, a couple of post moves, a fadeaway, and it's good. 2 points there for Megan Jurosic.
Yeah, that was a nice looking possession right there by Jurosic.
10 seconds on the on the game clock, and the shot is good from Marissa Thomas. Inbound for the Jackets on offense. Johnson over the timeline, 2-1, and that's the final in this one. 66-42, a dominant win from the Yellow Jackets. They move to 12-3 overall, 9-1 in conference, and 7-0 at home. Why are they so good in this building?
They know how to play. I mean, they come out with an intensity here knowing that this is their home court, and if they want to be successful, they have to defend it. And quite literally, when I say defend it, I mean they play tough defense here at Ursprung Gymnasium. They like to take whatever crowd noise they can get, use that to their advantage, apply some defensive pressure, turn some teams over, and turn that into transition points. So the formula hasn't changed in a long time. Just keeps getting better with age for the Yellow Jackets.
Exactly. They had the suffocating defensive performance tonight. They made Heidelberg shoot 15 of 51 from the field, 29% overall. That's just incredible defense from BW.
Yeah, you have to tip your hat to the BW defense. I mean, when you look at what they were able to do, rebounding the basketball, blocking shots, getting into passing lane, getting steals, turning that defense into offense, it was there for the Yellow Jackets tonight, and that's what you want to see. You want to see this team starting to play with that defensive confidence and turning things over into offensive points as this season starts to get short on games and we head towards tournament play. This is the kind of attitude that you're going to need. You're going to have to win some games that are ugly. You're going to have to win some games on the defensive end, and BW has proven that they're able to do that.
It wasn't the prettiest game offensively. 19 turnovers for BW, but they got it done in every single statistical category. 44 rebounds to Heidelberg's 25, 34 points in the paint to Heidelberg's 16. And taking a look at some individual performances, Megan Scheibelhut, what a game from her. 3 of 3 from downtown, 17 points to lead the game. Behind her was Sylvie Sonneman, who went 3 of 6 from downtown. Also shot it pretty well, 11 points for her. And a shining performance from Kira Philpott, 8 points and 9 rebounds. Talk about her tonight.
It starts with her effort and her want to. She goes out there and she's tracking every loose ball that she can get a hand on. I mean, she does a great job hustling after those boards. Kira Philpott is really kind of a catalyst for that second unit to come out and really play well and play hard. She sets the tempo for that team because she puts in the dirty work. She's not afraid to absorb some contact. She's not afraid to get the rebound and then immediately kick it to a teammate where they get the points and she may or may not get an assist. She really embodies the team concept, and everybody else kind of feeds off of that energy. It really starts with, Megan Hensel and Megan Scheibelhut in the starting five, but when the Yellow Jackets go to the bench, Philpott just brings a different level of energy that not everybody is capable of giving, and fortunately for the Yellow Jackets, they have a lot of players like that, but she really just embodies that fighting spirit when she takes the floor.
And the fighting spirit gets the job done tonight. BW 66-42. That'll be it for our coverage of this one. We'll see you again next week after this team travels to Marietta for a doubleheader this weekend. We'll see you next Saturday, 2 Saturdays from now, for a doubleheader with Otterbein. For Matt Jancic, I'm Luke Schradel. Enjoy the rest of your night. A BW women's basketball win tonight.